continue to massage my face, we thought it would be perfect to now move into our meditation and mindset component with Sandra Pribinac, registered psychotherapist and body-centered psychotherapist. Sandra also has experience with craniosacral techniques, and she's just another beautiful sister who I actually came to know at my yoga studio, and which is another community, and really the value of community is so important. And so Sandra,
Hey.
Here we are. Okay, great. And so the floor is yours to guide us through the self-love visualization.
Yeah. Hi. I love that we did this at the beginning because, like you said, it gets so, I'll use I statements. I forget that I have a face and a head, with muscles and joints and tendons, because it's a good intro to body work and generally just coming into the body. So a lot of my day-to-day work is really reminding myself and people that I work with that we have this one body. Like, this is it. There is actually no other. So like, this is the spacesuit that we got for this time around, and how much we pay attention to it or not. And especially, within the circumstances like today with the pandemic and everything, how easy it is to go up here into the intellect and, action and trying to, do things and stay healthy and okay, and how much we pay attention to anything below the neck. The front of our body is one of the most vulnerable parts of us. We'll pay a little bit more attention to that today during the visualization. It's the part of us that meets the world. So oftentimes we protect it in different ways, rigidify, do the shallow breath, suck the belly in, what have you. So we'll pay a little bit attention to that. And then what I'm going to do today is something we call self-healing or self-loving visualization, and you can do it anytime, any day. It's very easy, and I'll guide you through it. But it's basically putting a hand on a heart and a belly. And there are many reasons why we choose those two places. One of my dear teachers says that we women, we have a uterus, and we can create in the uterus, but we also have a heart, so that you have a uterus in your belly and you have a uterus in your heart, whether you ever bear children or not, that your ideas, dreams, hopes are born from the heart and through the uterus. So it's so important that those two places, the belly and the heart, talk to each other, or that we introduce them to each other. So we'll do a little bit of that. The other part why those two places are really important is you can Google something called the vagus nerve, which people are talking about a lot now, but it's been around for a long time. Is this amazing nerve called also soul nerve, because it literally connects your body to the brain, and it does a lot of talking. And there are a couple of interesting places where that nerve connects to our physical body. One of them is this huge nerves network in the belly, which literally looks like this, and it holds your guts. So when you have a gut feeling, you have a vagus nerve feeling. So that's in the belly. And the other place that the vagus also comes, it's in the face, the eyes, the ears, swallowing, breathing, so the lungs and the heart. So those two places are important because it also helps our nervous system, our autonomous nervous system, which can get very loud in the circumstances that we live in, to calm down and settle. Okay? All right. So I won't talk much longer. So let's just go into the meditation or visualization. There is no right or wrong way of doing it. Those of you who have been here last week have heard me say that, the only thing you can do is you can imagine the things that I say, or you can really kind of become aware of it in your body, or you can just listen to my voice. Whichever way works for you is fine, whatever feels safe. it is important that you feel grounded, which means that you have your feet on the ground, or if you're sitting cross-legged, that you can feel your sit bones, or if you're lying, to become aware of the way that the floor or sofa holds your body. And if you feel safe, and if this is okay for you to close your eyes, please do that. If not, you can just allow your gaze to kind of fall down. And I will do that too, so you don't have to feel uncomfortable that I'm looking at you while you're doing it. So take a moment to just become aware of the floor beneath your feet or beneath your sit bones, and the steadiness of the floor, which also symbolizes the steadiness of the earth below the house that you are in, really anchoring us to this moment, to this planet right now. And notice the way that the chair holds your body, or a bed or a sofa if you're lying down, so that you don't have to do anything. And then also the way that your spine holds your body, every vertebrae on top of the next, with little spaces in between, cushioning from your tail all the way to the head, so that there is this inner structure that holds your body as well. And then bringing your attention to your breath, and simply noticing that you are in the body that's already breathing, and that you don't have to do anything to breathe. So just allowing this gentle wave of inhales and exhales to sweep through you as you breathe. Every inhale expanding, every exhale letting go. And noticing different places where the breath touches inside of your body. Maybe as you breathe, you will feel it when you inhale in your nose, or maybe in the back of your throat. Maybe you will feel the gentle rising and falling of your chest as you breathe. Maybe even in the middle of your chest, the rising and falling of your heart center. And if it's safe and okay, allowing that breath to drop all the way to your belly, rising and falling, gentle rising and falling in your belly. And like I said, the front of the body is this part of us that meets the world. And it has many different ways that it protects itself. It learned how to protect itself. So we're going to do a quick scan from top of the head down, just to become aware and give this permission to the front of the body to soften a little bit. So softening your forehead, your eyebrows, the space between your eyebrows, softening your eyes. So although your eyes are closed and you are gazing into yourself, that maybe you can look inside with a little bit more empathy, compassion for yourself. And softening your cheeks and your tongue and your jaw. And imagining that the next time when you inhale and the air comes in and expands, that it can create a little bit more space in the head for any thoughts that might be there. And then relaxing your neck, your throat, softening the throat so the air can move. And your shoulders, your shoulder blades, your chest, your heart center right there below the sternum. And imagining that as you inhale and the new air sweeps in and expands, that it can create a little bit more space in your chest for any feelings that might live there. And then relaxing your belly and imagining that all the big important organs can relax, like that your liver can soften, that your kidneys can relax, your spleen, that your intestine can relax. Everything held between the hips. so that when the next breath comes in and expands, that it can create a little bit more space in your belly for the gut feelings, for the intuition that lives there, the inner stories. And then as you breathe, relaxing the hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, your feet. Just like we did last time, imagining that your feet could grow roots, or that your physical feet also have energy feet, identical to the physical ones, just made of energy, that can drop below the floor and through the entire building, the house that you are in, through the construction, all the way down into the earth. And for that movement to happen without any effort, just dropping the energy feet down, like throwing a pebble into a lake, and the pebble knows how to go deep, really centering, rooting, anchoring you. Okay. And then whenever you feel ready, placing one hand on your belly and the other hand on the heart center, right there on your sternum, below the sternum. So it's between your breasts. If that feels okay, if for whatever reason that does not feel comfortable, feel free to take a pillow and have a pillow covering your belly and your heart center, or a blanket. But do it very intentionally so that you know that that pillow or that blanket is there to really help your belly and your heart center connect and relax and feel somewhat safe. And then for those of us who have the hands on the belly and on the heart, bring your attention like all the way down into the belly, feeling the warmth of your hand and the physical touch and the contact. Allowing that warmth to radiate through the belly. Letting your belly know, I'm here. And in the same way, on the heart center, feeling the warmth, the touch, contact, your own hand on the heart, allowing that warmth to radiate in the heart center. You might feel it differently in the belly and differently on the heart. That's okay. You might be able to hold the awareness of both places at the same time. It's not necessary. If you can, great. If not, that's totally fine. And giving permission that that warmth radiates into the belly, into the heart, and fill it up, nourish yourself with this contact, with presence to this one body, this resilient body that has been taking you around, that you've been living in. This vulnerable body, this beautiful wild body. And taking a moment to really remember this experience, knowing that you can always go back to this place, that all it takes is taking a moment to find your breath, to really ground through your feet, and then placing a hand on a belly and on the heart and just resting it there, allowing the belly and heart to begin to talk to each other. And then whenever you feel complete, very gently coming back to the here and now, very gently disconnecting from the belly and the heart. And when you're ready, when you open your eyes, allowing your gaze to settle somewhere, to orient you in the space before connecting with others. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sandra. We need more of that in our day and in our lives. I love that you incorporated the word wild in there, part of
Mhm.
our theme. And I always love when you speak about energy beat. It
Mhm.
really resonates with me.
Yeah, yeah.